Two. Two. Zoom in two. Zoom in two. Okay. Give up.
Po yung pagpunta niyo dito sa Melbourne? Kamusta po yung pagtanggap ng mga Pilipino sa inyo po?
Well, yes, I'm happy to be here. It's my first time in Melbourne, and I'm happy that I'm happy for the warm welcome of the Filipino community here in Australia, not just Melbourne.
Ano po ang reason ba't kayo pumunta dito? Personal po ba or politics aspect po?
Yes, the reason why I am here is because I want to bring to the international community and talk to the Filipino community here in Australia about the International Criminal Court and the case of former President Duterte, as well as discussing what is happening in our country right now in terms of the performance of the administration of President Marcos.
Kamusta po yung family niyo, Vice President, sa mga nangyayari po sa inyo sa former President Rodrigo Duterte at sa inyo po?
Immediate family, meaning my husband and my children, they're unaffected by politics. We don't discuss politics inside the house. My children are aware because they see content in social media, but we usually sit down with them and request them to ask questions directly from me and my husband so that we can answer the questions in their heads.
And ano po yung mensahe niyo po sa mga Pilipino naman dito sa Australia po sa pagsuporta po sa inyo?
Yes. First, I'd like to thank the Filipino community in Australia, but not just Australia. Many came to Australia to join the Free Duterte Now rally here in Melbourne. Some came from Hawaii, some came from the US, and from the Philippines as well. And we thank them for that, and we thank them for listening about the ICC case and about the situation of former President Rodrigo Duterte.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Thank you for speaking with us. You see the big amount of supporters you have behind you here. But in terms of the political support, have you been trying to seek a meeting with the Australian government while you're here in Australia?
Oh, not for this visit. I've not reached out. I did reach out to Foreign Minister Penny Wong, but unfortunately she is unable to meet me on Monday. So I will not be visiting Australian government officials for this visit. But I do hope that I can meet them in my next visit in the future, inshallah.
Is it a concern for you that you've come to Australia, you're here on Australian soil, and they haven't granted you a meeting? What does that mean for Australia's relationship with the Philippines?
Well, it doesn't reflect, I don't think it will reflect the relationship of the Philippines and Australia. It was a very short notice. I informed her informally through a message that I am here in Australia and I am here to do a rally today, and that if she is available for a very brief, quick chat, just to say hello, because I met her in the Philippines when she visited, and just wanted to say a friendly hello, nothing official.
And I understand your father's legal team has submitted a request for him to be moved to a third country. Are you pushing for that third country to be Australia?
Not for this visit. Australia is in the list of countries that are considered by the lawyers, but I am not here for the interim release, not for this visit. Thank you.
Hi, VP. Welcome to Melbourne.
Thank you. Welcome to Melbourne as well.
So, VP, alam ko very short notice itong event na ito, no? At nakita nyo, ang dami-dami talaga mga Pilipino na nag-travel, not only from Australia, but yun nga, sa iba't ibang mga bahagi ng bansa. Ano po ba yung message nitong pagtitipon natin para sa ating mahal na inang bayan at mga Pilipinong sumusuporta po sa kay Pangulong Duterte at sa inyo?
Yes, oo. As I said, I am here because of number one, the ICC, the International Criminal Court, and the case of former President Rodrigo Duterte. And number two, I am here as well for our country to discuss issues and the non-performance of the administration of President Marcos with the Filipino community.
All right, thank you.
Okay, net 25 please.
Ma'am, regarding po sa interim release, any update po kung meron na po bang bansa na nagpahayag ng pagsuporta o pagkanlong sa Pangulo?
Yes, yes, sir. If you can check the ICC website, there is a request for interim release filed by the defense team of former President Rodrigo Duterte. And if you can read through the redacted portions, you can see that there are two countries that was named there, and one of the countries committed to helping or to receiving and accepting former President Rodrigo Duterte.
What are those?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot talk about the contents of that petition. Only the lawyers of President Duterte can talk about the request for interim release, because some portions of that, particularly those items that were redacted and considered as confidential, can only be between those who have a privilege, lawyer-client privilege.
Maiba naman po, regarding naman po sa, hingi lang po ng reaction regarding sa sinabi ni President Marcos ngayon na he chooses to focus on helping or the people's needs rather than the impeachment. Reaction lang.
Well, good for him, and so we hope to see some sort of truth to his statements that he is focusing on helping our fellow Filipinos and doing something for the country. Unfortunately, if you talk to the ordinary citizens and the Filipino community abroad, we don't see anything at all.
One last question po, ma'am. Regarding po sa mga cases na sabihin nag-aabang sa OBP, sa Philippines, especially yung sinampa po sa Ombudsman, yung OBP was given 10 days to react po sa may ginawa na po bang hakbang ang OBP regarding?
Yes, sir. We received the order to comment.
Yep.
Yes, we received the order to comment of the Ombudsman for 10 days, and we intend to file our answer within 10 days. We've been preparing for this since November of 2023, the moment that we heard Representative Castro from the House of Representatives mentioned the word impeachment. So we've been preparing for this, and we've hired lawyers since 2023. So they will answer. We will provide the answer within 10 days.
VP, nung nasa The Hague po tayo, na-mention ninyo about the domestic legal remedy for PRRD.
Yes.
Ano po ba tayong update doon, VP?
Well, the update is former spokesperson, former Secretary Attorney Harry Roque already sat down and discussed with a local Dutch lawyer, and he has been asking me to do a online consultation and vetting of the lawyer. I've not done that because I've not sat down and discussed this as well with former President Rodrigo Duterte. Since he is the client, I think he should be the one to decide, and he should be informed of the other remedies that are available to him. But hopefully, we can avail of all remedies to get to free Duterte now.
For the last outlet, SMNI please.
I'm from
Sorry.
79.
Yes, sir.
We will confirm if dadalo po ba tayo sa zona ni BBN.
No, sir. I do not intend to attend the State of the Nation address of President Marcos, since I don't think he will be providing anything substantial about our country. And it would be best to spend that time with the Filipino community discussing what we can do uh, for the country and to improve the country.
Ma'am, may question pa. Natanggap ninyo po ba ang order ng Ombudsman to file counter-affidavit regarding issues sa confidential funds? Yes po, ano po yung magiging reaction po ninyo dito?
Yes, we received the request to comment of the ombudsman, and the lawyers are already, as we speak, the lawyers are already preparing for the answer, and the lawyers informed me that we will provide the answer within the period required, within 10 days.
So, ma'am, last question na po.
Yes, sir.
Yussi Castro, ma'am, said, and I quote, pang personal o pang bayan? That is the question. This was her reaction, ma'am, regards to your travel dito po sa Australia at sa ibang bansa. Ano po yung masasabi po?
This is, I do not like traveling at all, except for holidays. And clearly, I am not on holiday for this trip. I am here to discuss with the Filipino community on ways forward for our country. And of course, how we can push the administration to do more for our country. And the Philippine government should not discount the contributions of the Filipino communities worldwide, because first, they've been sending dollars, millions and billions of dollars to the country. And second, they have the experience that people like us who have not worked, who have not lived abroad, they have that experience. So they know the best practices around the world. So it's good to sit down and discuss with them.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Wala na kayo ibang question? Sayang naman yung ating ano dito, no? Nagbayad tayo.
Nagbayad ba tayo?
Oo, nagbayad tayo ng plane ticket and all para lang. We paid for plane ticket and all. So, ask questions.
Yes.
Yes.
May mga usap-usapan na gusto ba makakipag-reconcile ng iyong dating ka-unit team sa iyo? Yan ba ay may katotohanan?
No, ma'am, I've not received any requests for a sit down or any meeting with President Marcos. I have no ill feelings with him with regard to the political persecution that I am receiving from the administration, because that is part of the life of a politician. I have problems with his performance as president. And I have problems with the violations of our fundamental law, our constitution, particularly with the rendition of former President Duterte. That was really an affront to Philippine sovereignty.
Recently po sinabi din niya na hindi daw siya makikialam sa inyong impeachment. So, alam naman natin pabago-bago siya ng statement. And now, there's this new statement. Ano naman ang maisasabi mo? Ito ba ay panibagong drama na naman? Kasi on and off, iba-iba yung statement ng ating presidente.
Well, I am happy that you have observed that behavior of the president. He gives conflicting statements. Truly, the very first day of his administration. In fact, he has not followed through with any of his campaign promises, and that is an example of the conflict with regard to our president. And budol in English is scam, no?
Yeah.
Well, we're not surprised. He has the hallmark of a scammer.
Vice President, what is your reaction po with the recent election that majority of the senators elected this 2025 came from your slate, from your party?
Well, factually, no. For the Senate, there were three winners from the party of President Duterte, the PDP, and then there were two guest candidates of the PDP who won, so that's five. And then there were five winners from the administration ticket, and then there were two winners coming from the Liberal Party. So I wouldn't say that it was a Grand Slam win for PDP, but it was good enough considering that the president, former president, was not there to campaign for his candidates. And number two, when I came back from The Hague, there was really a very short time for me to step in and campaign for the candidates of former President Duterte.
VP, I know every day meron kang calls kay Pangulong Duterte.
3 times a day. 3 times a week, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Right?
Yes.
When was the last time po na nag-usap kayo ni PRD?
Well, ma'am, unfortunately, I cannot remember the last time that we talked because when I am traveling, my line from the Philippines is turned off because I use an international roaming SIM. So he has been told by my sister that I am traveling to do the rallies around the world and to get the Filipino community to rally behind him with regard to his case in the ICC and to discuss, as I said, what is happening in our country.
What was the last time na napag-usapan ninyo para i-share na dito sa ating mga kababayan? Yung last na nag-usap kayo, ano po yung bilin ni PRRD?
He asked about the interim release. And then I told him that I cannot because the ICC is listening on our telephone conversations because apparently my name appears in many of the documents with regard to the ICC case. So they're listening in on our conversations. And I told him that I cannot discuss the specifics with him because I do not have privileged communication. But I told him that we are working, the lawyers are working on it, and I'm helping the lawyers. All the family members are supporting the lawyers as well.
What is
In
his,
regards
how
to
is
the
he holding up?
timeline?
What is his condition physically,
Oh,
mentally?
You haven't seen him this thin before. I don't think he's ever been this thin since maybe before his marriage. So he's thick thin because of the lack of appetite and because of the weather. It's very cold for him. He's not used to the cold. And I think it's the way that they cook the food. It's not really traditional Filipino food. But I'm happy that he gets rice every day. But yes, he's given milk as well if he doesn't have the appetite to eat.
VP, with regards with the timeline sa interim release ni PRRD, based dun sa mga conversation nyo or pag-uusap ninyo ng inyong mga lawyers o mga lawyers ni Pangulong Duterte, ano po tinitignan natin? Months, weeks?
I asked the lawyers for the timeline of the interim release, and months was the answer, ma'am, not weeks. Months was the answer, but they wouldn't give a definitive timeline, but they said they're hoping to do it before September, and they're in a rush because of his age and his health condition. Yes, ma'am.
What is your
Last two, ha?
What is your message
Okay.
to the Filipino community now that you can see the warm welcome and support?
Yes, ma'am. Opo. Even though the weather is very cold, I can feel the warmth of the welcome of the Filipino community. Last night, there was a small group discussion, and we met some Filipinos residing in Sydney, in Canberra, in Darwin, in Perth, in Adelaide. And I am truly grateful that they took time out on this Sunday to be with fellow Filipinos to discuss the state of our country.
Lighter question, BP. what are your plans here in Melbourne? Like visiting places, trying food. Have you heard that Melbourne's best in terms of coffee? Do you like coffee as well?
Oh, I was told that by our companion that the coffee culture is a big thing here in Melbourne. Unfortunately, I just did 7-Eleven coffee, so I don't know if that's good coffee or not good coffee. But comparing it to 7-Eleven Philippines coffee, this coffee that I had before I came here is pretty good. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Salamat po.
Okay, puntahan na natin.